I think we got some homework.
Well, someone called in and left us a problem. We're going to go over to the board and take a look at it.
Sounds good, Sam.
Come on over with me. This is a interesting problem. A lot of stuff going on here. It's got a lot of fractions, a lot of multiplication going on. 10 divided by 5 times 8 times 3 times 5, all of that divided by 2/3. What is that equal to? Well, I don't know how your teacher teaches it, but there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of ways you can break it up. One of the things that I like to do with my students is I try to get them to see if we can cancel out things. And we'll talk about what that is before we start multiplying or dividing. So when I look at this problem, the first thing I see is 10 divided by 5. I know that that's going to be equal to, change colors here, I know 10 divided by 5 is going to be equal to 2. So if I just rewrite my problem, then I'm going to do something a little bit different. Notice this says divided by 2/3. One of the things that I want you to remember that division means multiply by the reciprocal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that top piece over 1. Instead of dividing by 2/3, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. By reciprocal, what I mean is what's in the numerator goes into the denominator, and what's in the denominator goes into the numerator. So instead of dividing, I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to flip that. That's what my students always tell me when I say reciprocal. They say flip. Now, what I need to do is multiply all those numbers in the numerator, and then I need to divide it by the numbers in the denominator. One of the things that I tell my students to look for is there any numbers that are in the numerator that are also in the denominator? Because if they are, they're over each other. Anytime I have the same number in the numerator and in the denominator, they cancel out because they're equal to 1. And as I look at this problem, what jumps out at me and should jump out at you is that 2. So I can cancel that 2 out because 2 over 2 is the same thing as 1. So I can cancel them out. That leaves me with 8 times 3 times 5 times 3. That's going to give me my answer. A lot of big numbers going on there, so what I would recommend you do, probably group them in groups of 2 or something. I'm looking at my 2 big numbers, 8 times 5 and 3 times 3, because you're not going to always have a calculator with you to help you. 8 times 5 is going to give me 40. 3 times 3 is 9. Now, without even a calculator, I know 9 times 4 is 36. But I got an extra 0. I'm going to tack that on. So if I were to actually multiply that out, I'd get 360. And you want to learn those little tricks. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 4 is 36. All I'm doing is adding a 0 on 9 times 4. Those are the kind of little tricks that can make a lot of these kind of tedious problems short. So if I go back to the original problem, 10 divided by 5 times 8 times 3 times 5, all of that divided by 2/3, I can know to multiply by the reciprocal, cancel out things, and I get my answer, which is 360. That was a great question. Call in with more like that. Thank you.